Gracious me!
What is going on, guys? Tim here. Welcome back to the Road to Glory. I don't normally show you this, but in the background we have some gameplay from Division Rivals. This is what I do every Wednesday night. I go into Division Rival games and I will play as many games as I need in order to finish Rank 2. Didn't do it last week, I don't think. Yeah, that only now and again. And you'll notice that on the ball right now we have the Irish wizard that is Aidan McGeady. I decided that I was going to go into games with Aidan McGeady as a bit of a laugh. So he is my left mid at the wall, on my left wing at the moment. I've got Rivaldo off chem on the right hand side. Thinking about it, I could have played Mahrez, but I decided I wanted to play Rivaldo. But either way, I had so much fun with Aidan McGeady, and in fact I scored this absolute cracker with him. And it's got to the point where I'm actually thinking of using Rivaldo as a super sub, starting Mahrez on the right hand side, and actually using Aidan McGeady in Weekend League. He scored some absolute bangers for me. That goal right there is fantastic. And you might argue that it's a time finesse from the edge of the area, and I would agree with you because it is, but he's a silver player with not that great long shots. I think he's got 80 long shots and 70 something shot power, and he's just belted that top corner. I had a lot of fun with him, and it takes a lot of pressure off you as well, because you go into games against opponents who don't have any special cards or anything like that, and I've got icons. At the moment I have 4 icons in my starting 11, and I'm going into games against people like this, being the favourite to win, because he doesn't have any special cards whatsoever. Granted, he's got a very good team, but he doesn't have any special cards, so he's thinking, oh crap, I'm up against a guy with 4 icons. Doesn't look at the icons necessarily, because they're not the best icons in the game. But Aidan McGeady winning a penalty and scoring a penalty. Missed one in the first game, but still. And I think he scores this one as well. We win this 2-0 incidentally, and he scores both goals. And that is, again, okay, it's a time finesse, but still, in the orange from a silver player, and he still manages to score it. But yeah, it takes a little bit of the pressure off having a silver card in your team, because they honestly think you've got it there for chem. You don't. You're going to skill, around them and score goals with him and turn them inside out with Aidan McGeady. I like it. It's a lot of fun. But that kind of brings me to my first and probably the biggest question of the episode. And after the gameplay, I will go into red player picks. The reason we didn't just do rewards like we normally do is because they've released, or going to release tomorrow, those future stars, which look fantastic. So, Bips Ahoy said, they need to patch time finesse. I dominate the whole match and then I get scored on from 40 yards twice to lose against someone who isn't good but knows how to abuse mechanics. Someone actually underneath says, I disagree. As long as the time finesse shots are so overpowered, you should know how to use them. If they were to nerf the accuracy or power of the shots, I wouldn't be the last to complain, but complaining about losing to a few well-placed shots is just silly. I disagree and agree with both of you to a certain extent. I know how to use time finesse shots. I love using time finesse shots, and it's probably responsible for 98% of my goals. So obviously I'm going to think that time finesse shots should stay in the game. But on the other hand, I can understand where you're coming from. Time finesse shots are rife. You could dominate a game, get 60% possession, 90% pass accuracy, and you can lose 2-0 because your opponent is decent at defending, or maybe you just can't find the breakthrough or whatever, and your opponent just finds a time finesse on the edge of the area and it's game over. But you have the ability to move your goalkeeper, right? Time finesse shots are rife. You've said it yourself, right? You hate them. You know they exist, you want them patched. So, they exist, you should be looking for it, essentially. If you're the defending team and you have an opponent in this area, you should know that I'm going to go for that time finesse. You should move your goalkeeper. They've put moving the goalkeeper into the game because they have time finesse shots in the game. So, they have a solution to the problem in the game. You need to learn how to use it. If someone knows how to use time finesse shots, you can tell within the first 5 minutes of them having possession if they know how to use it, because it's all they look for, because it's all I look for. Learn how to move your goalkeeper and you will save those 2 shots that fly in. Sometimes I move my keeper and it doesn't make a blind bit of difference. The shot is just too accurate and it goes in. But that's football at the end of the day. You're not going to save everything, even if you know where it's going. I like time finesse shots, to be honest, and I concede my fair share as well as scoring them. But, move your keeper. That's my advice. Is it a broken mechanic? To a certain degree, and as I say that, Rivaldo scores an absolute beauty of a time finesse shot. But, no, I just, they look good. I much rather time finesse shots than low-driven shots. Not this year, you know what I mean? Like last year's abused mechanic was low-driven efforts. The argument people have is that at least low-driven efforts required you to be in and around the penalty area, whereas time finesse shots can quite literally be scored from that far out. But I bring it back to either close down the man on the edge of the area or learn how to move your goalkeeper. FIFA 20, I'm almost 100% certain they will have patched it completely, fixed it, and introduced another abusive mechanic that people will start moaning about, because it's just what they do every year. But I like it. I like time finesses. Does it get boring scoring them shot after shot, time after time? No, in all honesty, it doesn't. I still go, oh, what a goal, every single time I score one. Yeah, it's just one of those things. It's kind of like Marmite. You're either going to love it or you're going to hate it. Grey Ghost says that to stop kickoff goals, use the offside trap from kickoff when your opponent has the ball. And I've seen you comment that a couple of times. And I've tried it now and again. I used to do it a lot last year, and it doesn't really work for me personally. But each to their own. I suppose it depends the way you've set up. And a few other people have said that they love the road to glory and keep up the grind. Thank you very much to those of you who said that, and to everyone who's left kind words. But now it's time to get some really bad red player picks. Very briefly, before we go into the red player picks, I want to show you the potential players for this Future Star promo tomorrow. This Future Star promo has already guaranteed us an 88 rated Foden, 92 Vinicius Jr. and a 92 De Ligt, which those three look fantastic. I don't know enough about Foden to really get excited about it, but that Vinicius Jr. card, I would much prefer to have that in my team instead of Rivaldo and keep Mahrez right side. Vinicius Jr. was a very big part of the team in the early stages when we didn't really have any coins. I love this promo idea. If they come out as that rating, fantastic. However, it would also be decent if they came out at like 85 rated, or maybe even the rating that they are now, maybe boosted by 1, and you had to tick off certain accomplishments. So there's an extra screen on the card. You click the card, you look at the profile, but you look at the objective screen of each of the card, and then the objective is score X amount of goals, play X amount of games, do this, do that, do this, and then he goes up by plus whatever it says. So if you score 50 goals with Vinicius Jr., plus 3, he goes up 3 ratings. If you play 100 games with Vinicius Jr., he goes up 3 ratings, so on and so forth. That would be amazing. The one thing I really don't want is for them to release them and say, we'll increase their overall over time, because that to me is a bit like, well, I don't want to rely on you increasing his overall rating. Keeping it in your club if you pack it, and then eventually trying to sell it when the hype is there, fair enough. But as far as like packing an 88 rated Vinicius Jr. and then waiting for EA to boost it at random times throughout the year, pointless, because they've already forgotten about Scream cards. So what makes you think that they're really going to stay on top of this? I would imagine it's just going to be a quick cash grab, and they're just going to release them as you see them. But their ratings there is exactly the same, or are exactly the same, as their career mode potential. So you see Vinicius Jr. from 77 to a 92. That's what card rating he has. De Ligt is a 92. That's his card rating, and Foden is 88 as well. So they are going by their career mode potential, which is awesome because it gives us the opportunity to just load up FootWiz and just have a quick look at what we could potentially be getting for this promo tomorrow. So they could go with the Fiorentina goalkeeper Lafont, potential 90 rated. He's only 19. The age is actually up to 23, but I've done it by 15 to 20 because there are so many players that are already established. You've got Mbappe, you've got Sane, and so on and so forth. So I've just kind of cut those out. Okay, Mbappe's still there. He won't get one. Donnarumma could. 93 rated Donnarumma wouldn't go amiss. That'd be a decent keeper. In fact, I would consider this. Wouldn't really work with the current setup. He gets a link to Skriniar, but he wouldn't get a link to Thiago Silva. But, you know, there's ways around it. Vinicius Jr. at the moment is one that I want because he's got 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot, high medium work rates. He's a fantastic card anyway. The 77 is a decent card for a 77 rated. Much rather have him than Rivaldo. So there is a potential for me to put Rivaldo into a different SBC and actually plough all my coins in to try and get this Vinicius Jr. We'll have to wait and see. I can't imagine Sancho will get one because he's already getting special cards. He's got like 3 already this year. There's a Barca guy there. There's a Brescia guy there. Havertz has already got a UCL, not a UCL, a Europa League live card, so that's probably doubtful. Trent Alexander-Arnold has already got an inform, and he is, in my opinion, an established player, but I can definitely see them giving him an 89 rated card. That goalkeeper there, Lunin, again, he could get one. I think he's already got an inform this year, though. You've got Kangin Lee, an 88 rated cam, 4-star, 3-star, not too bad at all. Foden, as you can see, is 88 rated. He's already guaranteed one. Boubacar Kamara, centre-back, 88 rated. That would be nice. What else have we got here? Some players that you would definitely want to see. Maybe some players that we know. The Chelsea left wing there, Callum Hudson-Odoi. 4-star, 3-star, 87 rated. You've got Angel Gomez. Hopefully it's Angel and not Angel Gomez. But either way, 87 rated cam. 4-star, 4-star. That would be sexy as hell. Let's go over to the... I actually would really like this guy. Shak Vitadze. 87 left wing. Only 3-star, 3-star. But I did mention Irakli Shekaladze in yesterday's episode. And that kind of reminded me of him. So that would be kind of cool. Ryan Sessegnon would be a really nice one. I'd like to see that. I'd like to see Alphonso Davis. 4-star, 4-star, high work rates, 87 rated. That would be really nice. There are so many potential players that they could use with this. A lot of high-rated defenders, like that guy there, Bastoni. That would be fantastic, because if they did Donnarumma as well, you could actually put him and Donnarumma into a team together, get a nice strong link, and you've got some really nice players. Players you would never normally use. Players that would require 3 or 4 upgrades, informs, whatever, before you can actually use them, are going to get massive boosts tomorrow that we can use straight away. And I, for one, cannot wait. Very good promo already before it even starts. Well done, EA. I'm sure they'll find a way to balls it up in some way or another. Before we get into our red player picks, how awesome would it be, by the way? Okay, this is a potential for them to go for players who are in second tier of German football, of Spanish football, Premier League and what have you, or Championship. But how awesome would it be if they did a promo where they take players from lower leagues, so League 2, League 1, some Championship players, second tier of French football, Italian football, Spanish football, second and third tier of German football, and some of the lesser leagues that never get any love, and boost players not quite as much as this, so like the into the 90s or whatever, but into like the mid 80s, so it would at least give. So for instance, Newport County is like my closest club. I support them, but I don't support them at the same time. I've got an interest in them, shall we say. I've got shares in them, and I am interested in how they do, and I go to a few games here or there. I would love to have at least one Newport County player that I could actually use in a game. Just an 82, 83 rated player. But the fact that they don't have any silvers this year means that I'm going to have to wait until one of them gets 3 or 4 informs before they're even remotely usable. That isn't going to happen. They never get even one. So it would be nice to have that kind of a promo. But yeah, it's just me. This promo already, though, looks fantastic. I'm very excited, especially with the sheer number of packs we have. Fingers crossed we can actually pack one. Now, with that being said, here comes the moment we've all been waiting for. Let's claim the Division Rival rewards first. I'm not going to open them. We are going to take the untradables because of this promo. So we could take 44k, we could take tradables. I am going to take 2 35ks and 2 50ks. We finished rank 2. There it is. Confirmed. Confined. I won't open them today. I know it's a bit of a pain, but tomorrow, probably around 7 p.m, maybe a little bit later, maybe 7:30, I will release the Road to Glory, which is literally going to be a pack fest. We'll have the packs from Foot Champs, the pack from Rivals, and the packs from the Icon SBCs, and I will potentially be doing some more SBCs to get some packs together to be able to open them to potentially pack some of these future stars. Vinicius Jr. is legitimately on my shopping list until I can see whatever else we get. I don't know why, but I'm really in the market for a new centre-back. I don't know why, but I would really like to have a decent centre-back on the go. Saying that, this week's Team of the Week isn't amazing. However, we do have a few nice players in there. So we get 2 mega packs, 150k, 30k coins, which we can claim now. Those packs will open tomorrow. And the 2 player picks, of course, which we'll get to open straight away. What players do I want going into this? I know it sounds stupid, but Giannini, the 84 rated guy who's on the sub bench from, I forget where he's from, Cape something or other maybe. Wouldn't mind him as a realistic pick. Fabinho would be fantastic. Luis Suarez would be the dream. I think there's probably a few other players in there that I actually really wouldn't mind. But Fabinho and Luis Suarez, of course, they are the dream beyond all dreams. But we'll have to wait and see what we get here. Players I really don't want. Ruffier. I don't know why, I just don't want him. Let's get cracking and see what we can pack here. Not bad. Juan Fran, 83 rated. I'll take that. I'm not ever going to use him, I'm sure. But and he's not a bad player, to be fair. So I cannot complain about that at all. Definitely take him. If I can get 84 rated Giannini in here, I'll be very pleased. I mean, don't get me wrong. If I can get Luis Suarez, I'll be over the bloody moon. But here we go. Thank you very much, EA. That's exactly what I wanted. That card looks decent. I mean, come on. You cannot deny that card looks good. You've got 4-star, 4-star, medium low, 6'3". He's good in the air. He's got insane stamina, very good strength. In fact, insane strength. He's got brilliant finishing. He's quick. He's got good shot power. His composure's good. In fact, everything about his dribbling, apart from his balance, all fantastic. That is a good card. And I've been saying it right from the beginning. That is one of the ones that I would have wanted. So, yes, I will take that, and I'm happy about it as well. If I could have swapped that Juan Fran for the Fabinho, we would have had the perfect day. But at the end of the day, I'm alright with it. That's good. I like that Giannini card as well. Very, very nice. I won't be putting him into an SBC. In fact, he will be going on my bench instead of one of the potential players that we have right now. Probably going to take Eder Militao off my bench and get that Giannini card in there. Will he ever see the light of day? Because we do have Tevez and Ibra to bring on. I don't know how often he'll play, but like I said, it's one of the ones I wanted, so I'm happy with that. Let me get rid of him. So that was the team I was using in Rivals to get rank 2 in the first place. Aidan McGeady, that's Jari Litmanen. Aidan McGeady played 11 games in total, scored 6 goals. For a 650 coin, 73 rated player, that's not that bad. I mean, his stats are trash. But he was scoring and actually lasting a long time as well. I had to take him off around the 70, 80th minute. But to be fair, for someone with 60 stamina, he wasn't doing that bad. Not too shabby, that set of rewards. I mean, to be fair, we could have got much worse, but we could have got much better. I know. We could have got, that's last week's. I don't know it keeps doing this. Bale is currently in this one as well for some reason. They've got Bale there. We could have had Draxler. We could have had Parejo. Could have had De Gea. Inaki Williams would have been a very good pick, actually, because he's a very good-looking card. But, I mean, saying that, though, in my opinion, that is not better than that Giannini card. I would much rather have had Giannini than that card, because on paper, Giannini is better, but each to their own. But, no, it's not the best team of the week. There are only really 3 or 4 players in there, like De Gea, Fabinho, and Suarez. So, I'm happy, very happy. Tomorrow, though, says 10 packs we have to open. How many do we actually have to open? It's 13. So tomorrow we have 13 packs to open for the new promo, and every single one of them is a good pack. The worst pack we have is a rare Electrum, but we still get 6 guaranteed rare gold players. We have an ultimate pack. We have 4 35 packs. We have a 100k pack of 50, 250ks, 350ks, 450ks, half a 100k, and a 45k. That is a mammoth pack opening tomorrow. Hopefully we can pack something decent. And like I said, I will be going into maybe some of these SBCs and trying to complete a few of them to see if we can get some better, not better packs, but more packs on the go as well. If we get Vinicius Jr., by the way, Rivaldo may potentially go into another one of these Icon SBCs, but we'll have to wait and see. who we want. As far as Vasalco is concerned, by the way, as much as I wanted to do it, it's not going to happen. I won't have the time to play that many single-player matches and make sure that I score goals and win them with Italian league players. So as much as I wanted to do it, it isn't going to happen, unfortunately. But it is what it is. So that's going to do it for today's episode. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Tomorrow is the big one, though. 13 unbelievable packs and 13 chances to pack something decent, whether it be an icon, a future star, who knows. Fingers crossed we can pack one of those. And if you have enjoyed this episode, do me a favour and smack that like button. If you're hyped for tomorrow, do the same. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.